paint's drying, but I think that'll look pretty cool. Looks like plenty of room for the sound to get out. I'll have the speaker aimed right at that. Okay, iPhone 6 speaker mounted. It's flush with this step here. And it's pointed right at the cutouts here. So, should work. Little gap should give it kind of a chamber too for maybe a little bit deeper sound. We'll see. So here's where I think some confusion comes in about isolating motors. What I'm going to do on this Rivarossi, you can see it picks up one rail from this wire here that goes back to the tender. It also shares that wire up to the headlight here, which is insulated, touches the back of the incandescent bulb. The bulb frame is sitting in another mount that's grounded to this chassis. It's metal underneath this plastic here anyway. So a screw comes up through here and grounds it. This side of the motor gets its power from the other rail by being grounded to the chassis right here. So I'll clip this, unsolder that. I'll use this as a power pickup for the decoder for whichever rail it is, right or left, I'm not sure. This particular locomotive picks up power only from one rail on the locomotive side, and it looks like it's the right side. So power hits these wheels, goes to the chassis, and powers this side, which comes up through here. So this is the right rail basically. The left rail comes up through here, which comes from the tender in the back. And this is an insulated connection, and the power goes up to here. So I'll take this off. That will isolate the brushes from the chassis, which is all you need to do. You don't have to isolate the motor from the chassis. That's an interesting thing that's kind of propagated throughout the industry. But anyway, it's the brushes themselves that have to be isolated. Obviously, you want the only power going to these brushes should be coming from the decoder. You can use this pickup right here. Hey, look at that, it's kind of magnetic. Imagine that, electric motor. For power to the decoder, but it needs to, you need to break this connection here. And we also need to break the connection from this side. So I'll unsolder all this, cut this pin. I will figure out which one is positive and then go orange and gray, or gray and orange, or gray and orange, to make sure that the wiring is proper, so that, you know, orange is positive and it goes forward when you apply positive power to the orange side. But yeah, so that's how I'm going to do this Rivarossi. I'll be picking up power from the tracks on this side via this connection, and inside the tender we'll be getting from the left rail, and there'll be a wire running up to the decoder, and then the negative wire or positive wire will come up here from the decoder to power the motor. And as you can see, the wires have all been removed. The brushes are now free from any connections to the chassis, which is exactly what you need. The only wires that should be going here are gray and orange, or in this case, they think it's going to be gray and orange, orange being positive. Going to use a 9-volt battery from Amazon to determine which is positive, which is negative. When you're shopping and you go to train shows, stick one of these guys in your pocket. It's your best friend to figure out, you know, if things run or not. So let's go. Let's touch this here. Yep, it wants to go forward by putting positive on this side. So this guy's positive. I'll put a red mark over here, and then we'll wire her up and go from there. Another tip I can offer when you're playing around with LEDs and you don't want to blow them up, because, you know, they don't give them away. They're cheap, but anyway, grab yourself one of these little I.C.R.R. batteries. I got a 2016 here. It's a little thin, but it's a 3-volter, and just about any LED can handle 3 volts. Let's see if I can get this guy to illuminate. Oh, look at that. So yeah, there you go. Are you blind yet? So that also, if you clip the leads and you don't remember which one's positive, which one's negative, you can use this to troubleshoot that issue as well. But I always use a little 3-volt battery like this to test all my LED wiring before I start soldering. Of course, we'll add a resistor so the decoder won't throw a full 12 volts at this guy. We'll knock it down to probably 3 to 4 or 5 using a probably 680 ohm. I don't know. We'll have to see what we got in the box behind me. Okay, we have a little LED mounted up in there that feeds the light pipe for the headlight. Let's see what we got here with the little 3-volt battery. Oh, look at that. Nice yellow glow. Not bright white, because they didn't have bright white in 1915. That's just the connection because of my thumb. But okay, I got a resistor on our negative side. Now we can use the 9-volt. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, nice. So that's ready to hook to the decoder. We'll put some heat shrink tubing on and we're good to go. Okay, not the smoothest, but I don't know what else you can expect from these old Rivarossi high torque motors. Probably shouldn't run them slow anyway because the way they're geared, I think they probably tend to get hot running slow. These guys were designed with, you know, transformers in mind and people thinking they're slot cars. But anyway, that's another story. Let's try speed step 1 of 28. A little jerky. Not bad. Back up. So that's speed step 1. Like I said, it's not too bad for how old it is and what it is. Speed step 2. Speed step 3. Got some momentum in there to try to smooth it out.